Have you ever wondered why deer are such a common symbol in our culture? Is it their grace, their beauty, or something more? From ancient cave paintings to modern-day emblems, the image of the deer is deeply rooted in our collective psyche. They're not just a feature of our landscapes, but also our stories, our art, and even our spirituality. Each culture has its own interpretation, but there is a shared fascination with these gentle beings. But there's much more to these creatures than meets the eye. Deer are among the most recognizable creatures in the world. With their majestic antlers and gentle demeanor, these creatures hold a special place in our hearts and in our ecosystems. The deer family, or Cervidae as it's scientifically known, boasts about 60 species, scattered all around the globe. From the snowy landscapes of the Arctic to the dense tropical jungles, deer have adapted to fit into a myriad of environments. Let's take a glance at some of the most well-known members of the deer family. The white-tailed deer, named for the distinctive white underside of its tail, is perhaps the most common and widespread in North America. Known for their agility and speed, they can leap up to 30 feet in a single bound and sprint at speeds of over 30 miles per hour. Moving further north, we encounter the reindeer, or caribou as they're known in North America. Unique among deer, both males and females grow antlers. These creatures are not just famous for pulling Santa's sleigh, but are integral to the survival of indigenous Arctic communities, providing meat, fur, and transportation. Let's not forget the mule deer, native to the western parts of North America. They get their name from their large, mule-like ears. Equipped with a keen sense of hearing, they can detect predators from afar, making them the masters of their terrain. But deer are not limited to North America. The sambar deer from Asia, the red deer from Europe, and the pudu, the world's smallest deer from South America, are all part of this diverse and interesting family. Each species of deer has its own unique set of characteristics, behaviors, and adaptations, allowing them to thrive in their respective habitats. Their grace and elegance, combined with their resilience and adaptability, make them fascinating subjects of study. But deer are more than just a pretty face in the forest. They play a crucial role in the balance of nature, and understanding them better can give us insights into the intricate workings of our ecosystems. A deer have some truly unique physical features. Let's dive into these attributes that make them stand out in the animal kingdom. Perhaps the most iconic feature of deer is their antlers. Unlike horns, which are permanent, antlers are shed and regrown each year. This annual cycle is an impressive feat of nature. Antlers start out as soft tissue covered in a velvety fur. As they grow, they harden and the velvet is shed, revealing the solid bone structure beneath. This bone can grow up to an inch per day in some species, making it one of the fastest growing tissues in the animal kingdom. But what's the purpose of these antlers? Well, they're not just for show. Males use them during the breeding season for sparring matches to establish dominance and win over females. Next, let's talk about the deer's hooves. They're split into two, allowing for better grip and maneuverability in their often uneven and rugged habitats. This design helps them in swift escapes from predators. Interestingly, the hoof changes with the season. In winter, the edges of the hoof become sharper to cut into ice and snow, providing better traction. Finally, we move on to a deer's eyes. These creatures have a broad field of vision, nearly 360 degrees, which is incredibly useful for spotting predators. Their eyes are positioned on the sides of their heads, which allows them to see in multiple directions without moving their heads. Deer also have excellent night vision, thanks to a layer of tissue in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, which reflects light back through the retina, enhancing the ability to see in low-light conditions. In addition to these, deer have a host of other unique features like their ability to swim, their heightened sense of smell, and their remarkable speed. Each of these characteristics plays a key role in their survival and adaptation to the wild. These unique features are just one reason why deer are such fascinating creatures. They are a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptability of life on our planet. So the next time you spot a deer, take a moment to appreciate these remarkable animals and their unique attributes. Deer lead interesting lives full of challenges and triumphs. To start with, let's talk about their diet. Deer are herbivores, which means they eat plants. They are also ruminants, similar to cows. They have a four-chambered stomach that allows them to extract nutrients from plants that other animals can't digest. In the spring and summer, they munch on grass, clover, and other greens. But as the seasons change, so does their diet. In the fall and winter, they feast on acorns, bark, and twigs. They're not picky eaters, and their flexible diet helps them survive in various habitats. Moving on to their mating habits, deer have a specific breeding season known as the rut. The timing of the rut varies depending on the species and the region. During this time, male deer or bucks become more aggressive as they compete for the attention of the female deer, or does. Bucks may engage in fierce battles, locking their antlers in a show of strength and dominance. These displays can be intense, but they're a critical part of the deer's life cycle. Deer also have fascinating survival strategies. One of their most well-known tactics is their ability to run at high speeds. With their long, powerful legs, deer can reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. They can also jump high and swim well, which helps them escape predators. Furthermore, they have a keen sense of hearing and a strong sense of smell, making it easier for them to detect danger. It's not all about survival, though. Deer are social animals, often seen in groups called herds. They communicate through a variety of sounds, body language, and even scents. They're not just surviving, they're thriving, living in a world full of interactions and relationships. Deer are complex creatures with behaviors that are still being studied and understood. From their flexible diets to their social dynamics, these animals continue to captivate us with their intriguing lifestyle. Whether they're grazing in a meadow or sprinting through a forest, deer are a testament to the wonders of nature. Humans and deer have a long and complex history. This relationship, spanning thousands of years, has seen many shifts, often mirroring the changing attitudes and practices of human societies. In the earliest days, our ancestors revered deer, seeing in their grace and strength a symbol of the natural world's untamed beauty. Cave paintings across Europe bear testament to this fascination, with deer frequently featured as the subjects of these primitive artworks. But with the advent of agriculture and the rise of civilization, humans began to see deer not just as symbols, but as resources. Deer were hunted for their meat, their hides, and their antlers, which were used for a variety of purposes, from tools to trophies. In some societies, the ability to hunt a deer was considered a rite of passage, a testament to one's skill and courage. Yet, even as they hunted deer, humans also sought to protect them. Deer parks were established in medieval Europe, where the animals could live in relative safety and be hunted only by the nobility. These early conservation efforts were less about protecting the deer themselves, and more about preserving the privilege of hunting them. In more recent times, our relationship with deer has evolved further. Conservation efforts have grown in scope and ambition, driven by a recognition of the ecological importance of deer and the threats they face from habitat loss and climate change. Deer are now protected in many parts of the world, with hunting regulated to ensure sustainable populations. At the same time, deer have also been domesticated in some societies, raised for their meat or for the velvet from their antlers, which is used in traditional medicine. This domestication presents its own challenges, as it requires careful management to prevent overpopulation and the spread of disease. The relationship between humans and deer is a delicate balance, and one that we must strive to maintain. As we move forward, it's important to remember that our actions have a profound impact on these majestic creatures, and that their survival is intertwined with our own. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the world of deer. We've journeyed together through their enchanting world, uncovering the fascinating aspects that make them such intriguing creatures. We started off by exploring the unique physical features of deer, from their impressive antlers, which they shed and regrow every year, to their keen sense of hearing and smell. These attributes equip them to thrive in diverse habitats across the globe. Next, we delved into their behavior and lifestyle. We discovered their social structure, learned about their mating rituals, and got a glimpse of their survival tactics like the art of camouflage and their remarkable sprinting abilities. Then, we explored the complex relationship between humans and deer. We looked at how they've been revered in various cultures, their role in mythology and folklore, and the challenges they face due to habitat loss and hunting. Each of these facets contributes to the allure of deer, making them a constant source of fascination. From their unique physical features to their complex behaviors and relationship with humans, deer are indeed captivating creatures. Remember, there's always more to learn about the natural world around us, so keep your curiosity alive, and who knows what fascinating creatures we might explore next time.